Hi guys, welcome back to the Turf Doctor YouTube channel. Today we're going to be at my parents' house overseeing their lawn, and this is what we're dealing with. In this video we're going to be repairing this burnt area that was in my parents' lawn. They'd had a little bonfire in sort of a little box sort of a thing, and they'd obviously burnt the grass. Rather than having it on a paved area, they didn't want to damage the pavement. What we're going to be doing today is preparing this area for seed. We're not going to go too crazy on what exactly we do. All we're going to do today is remove the debris, remove the dead grass clippings, and then add some seed once we've tilled the soil to get that seed contact to hopefully get the best germination we can possible. So first you're going to see I'm going to start off with the rake. I'm just collecting any bits. It's quite difficult one-handed while also holding the camera. But you can see that the dead grass actually pulls up relatively easy. Most of the rubbish has actually been picked up. It was a wooden fire, so there wasn't much else in it. There was a little few bits of plastic and the odd nail, which was within the wood, which obviously we don't want into the lawn. One, for the fact that we physically don't want that in the lawn, and then secondly, obviously there's a pet in this house, so we don't want them standing on it. So to clean it up as soon as possible was a good idea. So once we've done that, what we're going to do is then remove the debris that we've collected, because like I say, we don't want to work that back into the soil. If it is mostly green waste, or as I say, the vast majority of it was soil, dead grass, or bits of rotten wood or burnt wood, so all of that could go into the green waste bin. Then once we've done that, we're going to go along and start tillering it. So I just wanted to break it up really. We're not going to do anything too extensive. We're not going to add any topsoil or anything like that. We're literally going to just skim the top off it, turn it over, make it level, rake out any more bits of the dead grass, any more bits of debris, and then seed it. This is sort of the cheats way of doing it, and the quick way. You can go really ham with it and obviously turn over the whole area, add topsoil and those sort of things, but that's not what we're going for here. It doesn't need to be a lawn next week, you know, as long as this grows back in time for next summer, we'll be happy, and we've got 6 months to do that. So once we've broken it all up as well, we can then remove any bits of debris that we've collected from just tillering the top of that soil. And then once we've broken all this up, we can use this loose soil to spread it on top of the seed, or spread the seed within this soil to help get that contact that we need for germination. The seed that we're using is a mixture of ryegrass and creeping bent. So here's the ryegrass on the left and the creeping bent grass on the right. We won't be using all of the bent grass or all of the ryegrass. We're going to be using a mixture of them both, and then I'll leave the bags here for them to use in a future date. So now that we've prepared the area, we can start spreading the seed. Nothing too critical. All we want to do is ensure that we've got a good coverage of seed on the area. If we put too much down, it's not necessarily a problem either. It'll grow and thin itself out over time. You'll see that there is a few black patches on the lawn. That's where we've got buildups of organic matter. So I know, for example, under this first patch on our left is hardcore, not very deep down either, only about 80 mil down. So the grass does tend to perform quite poorly there. And then what happens with that is once it dies, is its leaf or organic matter starts to break down or sit on the surface and then not break down, should I say, and then creates this anaerobic black layer that we can see formed right there. So that's another problem for another day. But what we're going to be doing now is just raking this area around, ensuring that it's nice and level. Again, I'm doing it one-handed, so it's quite difficult. Go around and pat it all in with your feet, just to ensure that we got that contact that we spoke about earlier for the germination. And then if you do see any more loose bits of old grass or debris while you're doing this, it's a good time to then collect those as well. So those black layer patches that I mentioned as well here, what I'm going to do is give them a rake just to get some air to them, break them up. You can remove them if you want, but like I say, this is not an amazing lawn. We just want to get some grass on it. That's the main objective of this. And then I always top up a seeded area with some more seed onto the surface, because if birds do want to come and eat it, they'll eat the seed from the surface as opposed to digging and trying to get the seed from underneath. Obviously then helps the seed underneath germinate, and at the same time it stops it from being disturbed. So that's all. Please like, comment and subscribe if you like this video. I appreciate it's probably not to the required standards of some places, but for some people, for a basic, I need to seed a burnt area in my lawn, this would be an ideal video.